creative economy, as I said, it's a very important aspect that if we get it right, can transform our lives. Our ministry, through the leadership of our CS, has tried to develop a pipeline or conveyor belt to transform talent from its very point of identification, nurture and develop it to the point where those talents are monetized. The entire school ecosystem is now linked to the creative economy aspect of our ministry in terms of creative, arts and culture aspects of that ecosystem. And on sports ecosystem, it's anchored on the sporting department in our ministry. Having said that, it's not that we run the activities of the Ministry of Education, but our mantra in this government is all of government approach, where we get rid of the elements of one person in that small corner doing their things, and then it's in another small corner doing another thing. We are approaching issues affecting our people as one government. So it is called whole of government approach. Guided by that, the school drama festival that was conducted last year was fully funded by our ministry. It was a school program, but because it is an important issue for us as a ministry, it was funded by this ministry. The school film festival was equally funded by this ministry, and the school ball games were also financed and fully funded by the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sport. That will help us. We know, we recognize the school as a source of talent. And our role as a ministry is to identify that talent and provide a pipeline through which this talent is developed until it becomes an enterprise. That is what we intend to do, and that is anchored in this framework that we are subjecting to your views. So my plea to you is, give your input, don't be left out. I know from 2010, Thronera, you will agree with me, you have been undertaking a number of policies and bills that required either stakeholder engagement or public participation, and many of those have not reached Mandera, right? So when we begin, now that it has been brought to you, give your input, share what you think is important to you as the people of Mandera and this region, so that the people putting together this information can capture also your views. It's very important. Hatuja kuja kwa sababu ya kukuja tu. We know your views are important, so don't come here and then go back with your very important views without sharing with this team. The government, as I earlier said, is putting a lot of effort to structure this particular industry in our economy, because the government feels this is a very vibrant an upcoming sector in our economy that largely undertaken by our young people, who by statistics form the biggest segment of our population. The government has, through that establishment of pipeline, signed a number of memorandum of understanding with major industry players of this sector, including Hollywood, including Grammys, those of you who are musicians, including Trace East Africa. All these MOUs were signed to develop this structure so that our young people in these spaces and ecosystem can benefit from their talent. In our ministry, we have one very important flagship project, which I think now it's also a household here in Mandera, called Talanta Hela. Mumesikia Talanta Hela? Mumesikia? Nani hajasikia? Kwa mkono, nani hajasikia Talanta Hela hapa? Talanta Hela is a very noble initiative that I'll challenge you to be part of, that intends, one, identify the talents which for sure we don't doubt